Speech Day 2020, which marks the end of the academic year, a year like no other in the school's long history. How bizarre it is to be talking to you today, but not being able to see you in person. Even more bizarre is the fact that I'll probably watch along with you. If someone had said to me last September that the school was going to end like this, it would have been entirely inconceivable. Currently, life seems to hurtle by at an increasingly unpredictable pace, and we all try to navigate the shifting sands of the coronavirus epidemic. But amidst all the uncertainty and disruption, I've been heartened by the way our community has rolled up its sleeves and coped. Actually, more than coped. Imagination, adaptability, a sense of proportion, and sheer hard work have been key to establishing Godolphin remotely this term. For the teachers, our students and their parents, the process has presented a wide range of new challenges which have been faced positively and constructively in typical Godolphin fashion. When, in the fullness of time, we can reflect on these unexpected circumstances, we will realise that they have served to strengthen us all. Much will have been formative in educational terms, and much will have been learnt to take forward into a world that will have changed. The great hope is that we start to address the many major issues that the pandemic has highlighted globally and closer to home. I've been looking back at the themes of some of my previous Speech Day talks. In the past, I've spoken of Godolphin's pioneering women and their indomitable spirits, of the importance of values, the importance of hope in our lives, the pace of technological progress, and of truth versus fake news. I was struck how these themes have been drawn so closely together in the present crisis, and how they have played a meaningful part in the way our community has so successfully weathered the exacting challenges of this term. I feel very proud of the whole school. You have every reason to be proud of yourselves, every single one of you. Having said all that, it's important now that we take time to look back at the old normal and remember and celebrate all the good work and achievement that happened earlier in the academic year before our lives were turned upside down by lockdown. We started the year last September full of optimism and purpose. The autumn term was typically busy, classrooms buzzing with the lively, productive learning and beyond, and the usual abundance and diversity of co-curricular activity gainfully filled our days. We launched the Godolphin Learning Programme to our lower school, and the Bright Futures Careers Programme sparked much interest, especially the Find Your Future Friday sessions. Visiting speakers have included talented artists, scientists, a fundraiser from Wiltshire Air Ambulance, and of course, who can forget Lucy Worsley as part of the superb Literary Festival in October. Our Go Parent event, the first of its kind, attracted tremendous support and was really well received. Creative opportunities have been rich and varied. I shed a tear as the orchestra recorded Fantasia on a Theme by Tallis in this very spot just before lockdown. As well as many memorable school concerts, I'm pleased our vocal ensemble were yet again stars of the show at Westminster Cathedral. I marvelled at the ingenuity and wit in the original take of Alice in Wonderland, a stunning piece of theatre conceived by one of our Upper 6th Leavers, Kat Cusack. Our CCF undertook their biennial inspection, some of it in the pouring rain, I remember, but nonetheless a great occasion, And it's splendid news that many upper 6th girls leaving us today have completed their Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award. We've had notable team and individual successes across a range of sports this season, and I'm pleased that we've had the opportunity this year to honour all our players and their coaches at the virtual Sports Awards. This year, perhaps more than ever, our community has continued to look beyond itself to those most in need. The charity walk, the Elaborate Sleep Out, the Alzheimer's Society tea, and the Stars Appeal for Salisbury Hospital, just some of the ways that we've supported and helped our local community, and we've increased our focus on the environment too. Champagne moments are important, but equally so are the many meaningful moments that make up the day-to-day business of progressing through school life. The quieter and less showy aspects of school life have continued to sustain us. They are our heartbeat wherever we are. We've never stopped having chapel and prayers and kept the chain going that's been there since Godolphin was founded. Not stopped by wartime, not stopped, we can proudly say, by COVID-19. It was certainly a shock when the Prime Minister announced back in March that all schools had to close. It was a particularly sad time for our leavers who felt they were being denied all the wonderful celebrations and fond farewells that would normally happen at the end of the summer term. Our exam year groups were angry and frustrated that they were not going to be able to demonstrate to the examiners all their hard work and what they were capable of achieving. And instead, that decision has been left to their teachers to carefully work out. Centre-assessed grades, as they are known, are the way that our GCSE and A-levels students will be judged this year. And we sincerely hope that the examination boards look favourably on these particular cohorts so that they can continue their studies with confidence and with pride. Godolphin has certainly stepped up to the challenges that this current pandemic has presented. We've responded with an outstanding, as one parent put it to me recently, Go Digital programme. This is a programme of study with live, interactive lessons, a full timetable, and some continued co-curricular opportunities too. Our staff have excelled themselves. We've had virtual orchestra, quarantine cooking with the prefects, virtual informal concerts, and a wonderful athletics challenge, to name but a few of the opportunities provided. And we shouldn't forget Sister Jill's yoga for all ages either. I hope that you will also take time to browse through the stunning art exhibition brochure that has been put together. Our community response has been considerable. Early on in the pandemic, you may have seen our design and technology department had set to work making visors for local GP surgeries. We had a tremendous response to this story on social media. Our girls have also helped out in their own communities, delivering food and helping those who are vulnerable and most in need. I have no doubt that our alumni have been equally busy across a whole range of projects. We certainly appreciate all those old girls who've given up their time to be part of a careers video library for our current students. And I'm delighted that OG Beatrice Fordham can speak to us today about her experiences since leaving Godolphin. At this point, I'd like to highlight the Spirit of Godolphin awards that you will find listed in the Commemorative Speech Day programme. Congratulations to all the recipients. And this year, because it's been such an extraordinary year, I wanted to give 2 staff awards to acknowledge in particular their dedication and hard work. Susie McNulty for her response to the PPE crisis, and Sandra Davis for helping us to deliver a superb Go Digital Learning programme. The commemorative programme you have today publishes our well-deserved prize winners, and many congratulations to all of you. I'd like to mention one or two governors individually today. You may have heard Radio 4's The Last Word in May, where there was a wonderful tribute paid to Dr. Judith Darmady, OBE. Dr. Darmady died in April, aged 84, from COVID-19. An extraordinary and impressive woman who devoted her life to other people, especially children, as one of the country's leading paediatricians, and we remember her fondly. She was a pupil here, and then many years later came back to join the governing body with a key responsibility for safeguarding and child protection. She's sorely missed by us all. I'd also like to pay tribute to Dr. Rosemary Griffiths and to Stefan Lieper, both of whom retire from the board this summer. Dr. Griffiths has been a great supporter of the school, firstly as a parent and most recently as a governor. As the safeguarding governor, she's been incredibly helpful and wise, and we appreciate all she's done for Godolphin. Stefan Lieper has served the board at Godolphin for a number of years, saw the need for a marketing committee to be put in place, and now chairs the development committee, as well as being vice chair of the board. He's been so dedicated and loyal to the school, giving up huge amounts of his time over so many years, and we thank him very much indeed. And now to our leaving staff. In your commemorative programme are details of all the staff who are leaving Godolphin at the end of this academic year. It's so sad that we can't thank them all in person, but do please read the appreciative farewell comments we've published. We thank them all most sincerely for their many and varied contributions to our school. Before I finish, let us think for a moment about all those girls leaving Godolphin this year. This is your day and your time. This was meant to be your rite of passage, your chance to celebrate after all the hard work and the exams. We're deeply mindful that because of the current enforced restrictions on us being able to gather together, that this is not how you imagined your farewell from Godolphin. But as you depart for journeys ahead, rest assured in the knowledge that you will always continue to be part of the Godolphin family. You are part of a very special community that survives forever beyond your actual days spent as a student here. You leave with our love and gratitude. I am proud of every single one of you, and my very best wishes for all the exciting opportunities that lie ahead. In the words of Pericles, what you leave behind is not what is engraved in stone monuments, but what is woven into the lives of others. You've all made your mark on our school. Thank you to our wonderful staff, our teachers, our support staff, for all they have done this year to ensure that Godolphin can and does flourish whatever the circumstances. Thank you to our governors for their unstinting support. And thank you to our parents and all our Godolphin families for your loyalty to Godolphin and for working with us in these challenging times. To finish, I want to leave you with some words from the Nigerian novelist and poet Ben Okri. The most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to endure, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering.
Hello, I hope you're all well the other side of your screen. This all feels very strange. I remember my last speech day back in the hot and sweaty marquee back in 2016 where social distancing was not a thing. I also remember wondering, would I ever do anything interesting enough with my life to be asked back to speech day? When asked, admittedly I was rather dozy as I was napping because I was working night shifts. Of course I was going to say yes. It feels a real privilege and honour to be speaking to you all today, so thank you. My name's Beatrice. I'm an old girl, and currently I work at St Thomas's Hospital as a third-year student nurse. I'm going to talk a bit about what it has been like from going one day being at university to the next, working on a COVID-positive rehabilitation ward. A bit about myself. I grew up in Salisbury. I went to Godolphin School from 2009 to 2016, a proud member of Douglas House, the best house. My achievements at Godolphin were becoming a prefect, playing in the first lacrosse team, captaining the athletics team, and of course, winning Smartest Dressed Cadet in CCF. Originally, nursing was not the plan. From a young age, I wanted to be a doctor living in Australia, but academically, it was just always out of reach. Although I felt like I was really letting myself down by not pursuing my goal, with the great help and support of my teachers, I decided to go down another path and study dietetics. However, results day was a huge shock. I did not get into my top 2 universities or any university of my choice, and it was a huge knock on my confidence. I felt like my life was over before it had even started. Nevertheless, the University of Plymouth accepted me in through clearing, and it all worked out for the best, as I had the most amazing 4 years down on the coast, learning to surf and sail, as well as join Exeter University Officer Training Corps, which is part of the Army Reserves. I originally went to study nutrition, exercise and health. However, a few months into the course, I realised I was just not interested enough in it. I went on an army ski trip and met another student nurse who enlightened me in the amazing opportunities, diversity and progression available within a career of nursing. So I applied, I was successful with my interview and started studying adult nursing later that year. I loved my 3 years on the course, and I only had 18 weeks left becoming a real nurse. However, COVID-19 happened, we went into lockdown, and my final sign of placement was cancelled. At the final hurdle of my degree, this was pretty devastating. However, all third-year student nurses were asked to step up and go on a paid clinical placement in order to support the NHS in the battle against the coronavirus, as well as be able to achieve the clinical hours needed for our registration. Of course, I opted in and I was placed on a COVID rehabilitation ward. Our patients are COVID positive but are recovering. Most have been stepped down from the intensive care unit. As nurses, we work closely with the doctors, physios, occupational therapists and dietitians to help the patients with their medication routine, their personal care, and getting them back to baseline so they can go home. Many of our patients have been very unwell and have been on ventilators for weeks, so they have lost all their muscle strength. This means that everyday tasks such as washing, dressing, eating, mobilising independently becomes tasks that require 2 or more nurses to assist them with, which this has a huge impact not only on their physical well-being but also their mental well-being. Nurses have 6 core values: care, compassion, competence, communication, courage and commitment. More than ever, our patients need our help and support, so we overcome barriers such as loneliness. At the moment, visitors aren't allowed on the wards, so we use tablets to schedule FaceTimes with the family and loved ones. We have language barriers. For many of our patients, English is not their first language, so we print out common phrase translations and set up films on laptops. I found my Spanish A-level has come in a bit handy here. And sadly, death. With dignity and respect, we make our patients comfortable and organise the goodbyes with their families and loved ones. And those with no family, we become their family. Perhaps I feel like my last uni days have been robbed of me, but instead I've been able to do something far greater than I would have ever done. It has been hard work, but I've loved every moment of it. Even though I started off to study nutrition, I'm glad I had the realisation that it was not for me, as it has enabled me to change to a career into something that reflects who I am. One of the main reasons I love my job is the indescribable reward you gain when you see patients positively respond from your care. I have had the privilege to see patients recover from this virus, to come in bedbound for weeks and then walk off our ward smiling. Although it was daunting at first, putting yourself and loved ones at risk of getting the virus, I have found, which I hope one day you will all realise, that Godolphin builds up resilience in you from a young age that allows you to take on challenges not everyone can do. So my cheesy take-home message today is that not everything will go to plan, but take it in your stride, give it a go, and then see your reward. Keep in touch with each other. Your friendship will mean everything. When you leave our little bubble on the hill, you will realise there are some very interesting people out there, especially boys, but no one as unique as your Godolphin girls. If this strange time in lockdown has taught us anything, it is to support each other, be kind, and always have fun. So although this is a strange speech day, well done to all the prize winners. Huge good luck to all the leavers. You'll be great. And for those coming back to school in September, make the most of your next year. I hope you all enjoy the summer, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Beatrice. It was amazing to hear about your journey and incredible work for the NHS. Parents, governors, staff and girls, this is definitely not how we planned on giving our speech. A couple of weeks before lockdown, our year group gathered in Jared's seminar room and Mr. Hallen gave us a comforting talk, saying that the school would not close down, the summer term would not be cancelled, and we'd still have to take our exams. Who could have foreseen what would be coming?
Indeed, on the last Friday before schools closed, a group of us were sitting in a study in Jared with the realisation dawning on us that our journey at Godolphin was coming to an abrupt end. Although a global pandemic is certainly not how we plan to end our school career, we refuse to let this overshadow all of our incredible memories, and Godolphin will forever hold a special place in our heart.
It's difficult to articulate how much Godolphin means to us, and encapsulating our love for this community into a short speech seems ridiculously impossible. Godolphin has been my family since year 3 of the prep school. As a true OG, I have many memories. However, I will always remember our induction to the first year, where we were tasked with a particular craft activity. For some, decorating a wooden spoon with googly eyes, woolen thread for hair, and a miniature blue penny would be moderately alarming, but this was just a wonderful taste of the quirks of Godolphin life to come.
My first memory was the pinny service in 3rd year. I will never forget Dr. Wood blessing the pinnies with rosemary water whilst my mother and sister looked on from the balcony laughing. The pinny is just one of the many traditions that make our community so unique, and it means many things to us. Not only is it a convenient carrier of books and a makeshift raincoat in times of need, it is also the artist's main defence against acrylic paints, and not to mention fashionably iconic. It carries the legacy of generations of girls who have come before us, and we know that we'd be the first to defend it if it ever came under threat.
It would be impossible to reminisce about all of our favourite moments at Godolphin. There are too many. However, here are a few highlights. Most recently, our year came together to perform Ents. Although everything seemed against us, including an ill-timed power cut that happened 2 hours before the actual performance, everything ran smoothly in the end, and we were able to put on an impressive performance of which we were all immensely proud. Who can forget Mrs. Hattersley's alarm at the return of Mr. Budd, hell-bent on wreaking his revenge on the school's success? In the end, all ended well, with Sleeping Beauty, also known as Mr. Dane, being woken from his slumber.
In November, we were honoured to be able to attend Westminster Abbey for the commemoration service of our founder, Elizabeth Godolphin. Commem is always a special event for the Upper Sixth. However, you can't truly appreciate it until you're standing in the candlelight, singing with your friends and surrounded by your family. However, our highlights have not only occurred in our last year. I joined the CCF in 4th year and have had many memorable experiences under the questionable leadership of Major Evil. I've done multiple camps, completed Gold DofE and got covered head to toe in mud during a trip to the New Forest Mud Run. However, an achievement of which I'm most proud has to be taking part in and completing the 10 Tours Challenge twice. The training was brutal, the blisters painful, and the telling off for breaking the school phone after dropping it in a river was frankly unnecessary. However, when we finally crossed the line and received our pasties, there was no better feeling.
A personal highlight of mine was getting involved in the school productions. Being part of an ensemble and having the freedom to create has been so enjoyable, and talking in our Essex accents during the rehearsal period for Maid and Dagenham was definitely inevitable. I like to think of it as necessary training, considering Mr. Highcock had told all of us that our voices were too posh when singing. We soon proved him wrong.
We will sorely miss Mr. Highcock's excessive and flamboyant movements conducting during musical prayers, and we'd like to use this opportunity in particular to thank the unsung musical heroes of our school, Mr. Highcock, Mr. Hallen, Dr. Dougal and Mr. Mackay. Thank you for providing the much needed, albeit unexpected, harmonies during hymns.
Godolphin has taught us the power of resilience, determination and the ability to bounce back from failures and grow from our mistakes. It has also taught us the beauty of empowerment, of lifting one another up, and the importance of having fun and not taking ourselves too seriously. Godolphin has encouraged us to be confident, inquisitive, and always pushed us to do our very best. For this, we'll be forever thankful.
On the other hand, we've also learnt how to come up with an excuse each week to get out of Monday fitness,
How to campaign for Chartwells to put Rocky Roads back on the menu for tea,
how to hide your fake phone better as a boarder,
how to pinch a tray from the lunch hall to use as a sledge when it snows.
and who to go to for a much needed sack. We're looking at you, Dr. Wood and Sister Jill. It's a scary time to be leaving a place that has been our family for a combined total of 16 years between us. However, we know that we'll always be a part of the Godolphin community. We're going to miss so many things that we've taken for granted. Our daily lunchtime and evening chats with Miss Jones, my personal record has been 3 hours, and we'll miss teasing Mr. Hill for his less than adequate driving on field trips.
And of course, we'll miss Dr. Wood's weekly chapel services, no matter if she's talking about equality and peace or spiders and pigs. And her role as a willing confidant for our many problems has always been greatly appreciated.
From everything we've learnt and experienced, here's some advice. Get stuck in. Get involved with as much as you can, because this is the time to do it, and having fun is just as important as working hard. Take all of the opportunities that are thrown your way, and don't be scared to search for them as well. Being able to juggle all of these things, although no one's saying overburden yourself, is hard. But it's really worth it. The skills you learn will stand you in good stead for the future, and you will enjoy your time here so much more.
There are many people at Godolphin who have made our time here so special. Thank you to all the staff and teachers at Godolphin. We're grateful for the support and guidance you've given us over the years, and we will remember you with fondness.
In particular, we'd like to say thank you to Mrs. Hallen and Miss Jones, our amazing and incredibly supportive house mistresses.
Thank you to Mr. Hallen for your motivational speeches and daily quotes on the board in Gerard that never failed to brighten up our day.
Thank you to Mr. Dane for your patience in our weekly prefect meetings. It was all constructive criticism, we promise, and for providing the aroma cookies.
We reserve special thanks to Mrs. Hattersley. You have always been someone we can talk to openly and honestly, whatever the topic. You've guided everyone through a very challenging time, and we all appreciate your leadership and sense of humour. Not many head teachers would allow their photo to adorn the angel at the top of the Christmas tree. You've always taken our antics with a great sense of fun, and it's been a privilege to work alongside you as head girl.
And finally, a massive thank you to our year group. It's been an honour to be your head and deputy head girl this year. We've been through thick and thin together, however, we've made it to the end in one piece, and we should be so proud of everything we've achieved. Whatever direction we're headed towards, whether that's university, a gap year, work experience, or something entirely different, we all know that we'll excel at everything we'll do.
We send our love to everyone, no matter where you are in the world, and wish you the very best in all your new adventures. You are Godolphin girls, and you will always be Godolphin girls. Saying goodbye is difficult, but, as Winnie the Pooh says, how lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard.
So now we come to that moment in the proceedings where we announce the new head girl and deputy head girl for next year. But before I do that, I wanted to say a very sincere thank you to our prefect team, the outgoing prefect team. You've been an incredibly effective team this year, and you've worked very well and very closely with the head girl and deputy head girl. I will fondly remember Ents and all the wonderful things that you have achieved. Just very sad that we couldn't have our final farewell supper together, but my appreciation nonetheless, and all good wishes for the future to you. And to our dynamic duo of Cecilia and Lucy, you've been utterly reliable and diligent in your roles, and I really enjoyed our weekly catch-ups together, and I couldn't have actually wished for a more resilient team to have led the student body through all the difficult times that we've had over the last 6 months. I think you've been absolutely tremendous, always calm, and just generally very, very honest and straightforward, and been extremely helpful to all the staff too. You're going to be very fondly remembered as that unique duo that helped lead the school with great calmness through these times. And my very best wishes to you, and thank you. I'm now delighted to announce our head girl and deputy head girl for the next academic year, and many congratulations to Harriet Lucas, who is our deputy head girl, and to Izzy Gilligan, who will be head girl from September. I'm sure you're all both going to do a brilliant job. Many congratulations. And it also gives me great pleasure today to announce the head scholar for next year, and that will be Violet Tetley. And also to congratulate those heads of houses who take over, house captains, and they are as follows. For Hamilton House, we have Ellie Coles as captain, and deputy will be Eloise Westergulliver. For Douglas House, we have Maddie Boissier as the head, and deputy Emily Boxer. And in Methuen, it's Millie Kunzer as the new house captain and Iris Kwaja as the deputy. And congratulations to all of you too. And finally from me, it's time to say goodbye and to wish you well for the summer ahead. But before I go, I'm going to hand over to the upper sixth leavers of 2020, and give them the last word.
I have nothing but amazing memories from over the years, and it's thanks to everyone at Godolphin that made them so special. I really couldn't have asked for a better year group, and I will miss you all so much.
Can't quite believe that we're leaving Godolphin, but I just want to say thank you and goodbye.
I'd like to wish everyone the best for the future, and thank you so much for the amazing experiences during the short time I had at Godolphin. So long everyone, and until the next time we see each other.
Bye everyone! Dear Upper Six, I'm sorry we can't be at school to celebrate your departure, but sending you lots of love and wishing you the very best for the future.
I'm just going to miss all of you so much, and I love you, and I wish all of you so much luck.
We're going to miss you girls, but don't forget, we've got a bright future.
It's been a really good 5 years. Love my year. I'm going to miss you all. And shout out to teachers, legends, house mistresses. Yes, Miss Jones. Yes, Miss Allen. Love you. Don't know how I'm going to survive at uni, but we pray. And yeah, class of 2020, let's go!
Goodbye, class of 2020. I'm going to miss you all so much. Thank you for all the memories, and I look forward to seeing you again.
This farewell comes with my love to you and my very best wishes for every success and happiness in your lives.
We've been so lucky to have such an amazing year group, and I'm going to miss you all so much and wish you all the best for the future.
I'm going to miss Godolphin so much, but I've made so many lifelong friends here, and I just want to wish everyone the best of luck for what you go on to do in the future. I know you're all going to be absolutely brilliant.
Goodbye, class of 2020. It's one we'll never forget. Good luck wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, and keep in touch because we really want to hear what you've been getting up to. Bye-bye.
Guys, I can't believe this is how it's come to an end, but I'm sure we'll see each other soon, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's made my time at Godolphin so special. Bye!
Hey, awesome Upper Six. Thank you for all you've given the school, for everything you've done. Thank you for being amazing, and all the very best of luck for everything that comes your way. We will miss you. Bye-bye.
Honestly, it's been the best 7 years. I've made the best memories and the best friends, and I'll miss you all so much.
It's been a really nice 2 years, and I wish everyone the best luck for the future.
Upper 6 2020, good luck to all of you. A special mention to the ones who started with me in Walters 7 years ago. Hola, Sophie Hutchins sometime before. And to my Spanish students, Macy, Vinci and Iona, buena suerte.
Hello Upper 6, and I send you all my very best wishes for the future. To Sophie, Cecilia and Millie, who have enjoyed teaching over the last 2 years and taking on the many trips. And to my wonderful tutor group, to Summer and Flora, to Nan and Olivia, to Jemima and Ailey, and to Kate and Izzy. Good luck everybody, and take care.
It's crazy how this is the end of our time at Godolphin. I hope I see you again soon. Bye!
Bye-bye, Godolphin. Mwah.
Hello, I just want to say goodbye and good luck to all my Matthew and Upper 6th girls, in particular our wonderful committee. You've been absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for everything. Bye.
Bye everyone. It's been an amazing 7 years knowing you, and I hope we stay in touch for 7 more years.
Bye guys, I'll really miss seeing you every day, and good luck with everything. Bye.
Hi guys, I hope you all are well. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for all the hard work and everything that you've done this year. You guys have been fantastic, and I'm just really sorry that I had to end this way. But I wish you the very best going forward. See you later, guys.
Thanks for the last 5 years, it's been fantastic. I'm gonna miss you all. Hope to see you soon though. Bye!
I'm gonna miss everyone so much next year, and Godolphin really isn't gonna be the same without you guys. Bye!
God bless you, lovely, lovely ladies. You've been a force for good at Godolphin. Now go and do the same for the big wide world out there. Stay in touch.
I'd like to say a massive thank you to everyone at Godolphin who's made my time there extremely special to me. Godolphin's been my second home for the last 5 years, and I'm going to miss every part of it and all of you there immensely. Best wishes for the future, and goodbye.
Bye-bye!
Hi Upper 6, I want to wish you all the best for your future beyond Godolphin. You've been a fantastic year group. I can't wait to see you come back to visit us, but until then, I wish you all the best.
Hi everyone, thank you for being a great year group, and I'm sure we'll see each other very soon. Bye!
Bye bye! Hi everyone, I'm missing you all so much. Thank you for so many amazing memories in such a short period of time. I wish it could have been longer, but I've really enjoyed it. Goodbye!
Hamilton Upper 6th. How on earth could we ever start to thank you for all you've done for the house over the years, and thank you for everything you've done this year, raising a huge amount of money in these very strange times. So thank you for that. The committee, you've been fantastic, with all of your colleagues in the year group helping to support you as well. Thank you so much. Crispy Duck will miss you greatly, but I hope you take a part of him with you wherever you go, and remember that special Hamilton spirit. So good luck and have an amazing time this summer before you start on your new exciting journeys. Goodbye all.
Sad to say goodbye to such an amazing group of people. Thank you psychology students for making it so much fun to teach you over the last couple of years. You really are brilliant, and I wish you all the best for amazing adventures ahead.
I just want to say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for the best 4 years, and I can't wait to see you all after lockdown.
Upper 6, I've loved teaching some of you since the first year. I'm really going to miss you. I'm going to miss you brilliant musicians. Thank you so much for everything you've done for music. I'm going to miss all you wonderful girls in Douglas. Thank you for your brilliant support of the house. Bye bye.
Godolphin was one of the best experiences that I've had. It's been a big chunk of my life and it's so sad that it's all ended like this. However, I'm sending all my love to every single person and I hope they get to where they want to in their future.
Bye Godolphin, thank you for everything and I only wish that I'd joined sooner.
To the 2020 Leavers, all the very, very best for the future. Look forward to hearing about the great things you're going to do. Take care, stay in touch. Mwah.
Hi, it's Artemis, Nan, and Vinci, coming to you live from Hong Kong. Thank you everyone. We've enjoyed the past 4 years.
And we're thankful to our classmates, teachers and friends for all the valuable experiences.
We've all got fond memories of our days on Godolphin. Our favourite part was taking part in the school plays.
Such a unique opportunity to have in the UK for the arts.
And we've loved the legendary experience that is Upper 6th Ents. 祝大家一帆風順. We wish everyone smooth sailing ahead. See you!